Hey guys, it's Jennifer with Business Growth Strategies International and BGSI Coaching. And I wanted to ask all of you a really important question that I am asked very often when I am talking with people who are asking or telling me they need more leads. So many businesses really depend on people coming to your business to buy. It's not like we have a built-in supply of people. We have to go out, we have to generate an interest in people wanting to work with us. We have to help people find us. We have to have a way that people are going to understand what it is that we do and why what we do is the only right source of where people want to be going, instead of, well, maybe it doesn't really make sense for me to talk to you. So there's a couple of things that you really want to be thinking about. One of them is when you can tell your ideal client what you do they actually understand what it is that you do in 15 or so words, or is it going to require 2 minutes to explain what it is you do? That's one thing. The second thing you want to answer is, when you're talking with people, are you showing them the value of working with you, or are you more likely using something where, I don't know, maybe the value isn't so clear when I talk to you? If what you're doing is that it's not so clear, you're not going to be in a good position to get them to really see the value of wanting to work with you. When somebody's talking with you, they normally are talking with you because they have a problem they have and don't want, or they want a solution that they don't have. So if you can show them how you're going to address the problem, or how you are going to be providing that solution in a way that makes sense to them, in a way that they can understand and they can see in their mind what they are looking at, that's what's really important. If you think back to the old iconic Apple commercials for the iPod, the very, very beginning when the iPod first came out, it was all a bunch of silhouettes that were dancing. And the reason that Apple did that was not because silhouettes are cool, but because you can imagine yourself in any one of those silhouettes being the one dancing. Didn't matter if you were young or old, if you were white or black, if you were Asian, Latino, white, doesn't matter what you were in a position to really envision yourself in that silhouette. And so you need to be thinking, when you're looking at what it is that you're doing, how is what you're doing impacting where you go and what it is that you're trying to do, in terms of really getting to that point where you can say, or your ideal clients can say, your avatars can say, that's me. I see myself right there. All too often, we get too bogged down saying what's in it because we're the business. We want to sell what we want to sell, and we're doing it how we want, whether or not our prospects want us to be selling it that way. Sometimes what we tell them and what they're expecting, 180 degrees different. We're nowhere near what they're expecting when we're explaining what we do. We also get confused between our offer, how we're actually helping, and what our hook is. Well, if I'm owning a retail store, my offer is come in and buy whatever's in my store. My hook is the sale, it's the promotion, it's the buy one, get one, whatever it is that's going on. But the problem is, though, is that people are confusing what you're trying to do with where you're trying to go. And if you're confused, your prospect is confused. Again, if you can't clearly say what it is that you do and how you can help pretty quickly and easily, most people are going to be extremely confused. A confused buyer never buys. You want to be thinking where you can go. You want to be seeing, all right, I've got this, I've got that. The more that you know that you're clear where you are, the easier your overall process is going to be when you're trying to get those people coming into your business. But then it's also, what is your unique selling proposition, your USP? A lot of people have heard about that term, a USP, but it's not necessarily the reason that people are going to buy from you or work with you. one of the things that you want to be thinking about with your USP is that it is on a continuum. There's a ladder. You start with the basic. If you are in business, that's your very lowest USP. You're an organized business. I'm not. As I was talking with someone just yesterday, she owns a massage therapy location. If she's giving massages, she's better than me, because if I'm just giving a massage to my son or my daughter because they hurt themselves somewhere, that's not me beating her on that USP continuum. She beats me because she's got a business. If we look then at time in business, if she's been in business for 5 years and I've been in business for 4, she beats me on the 5. But if I've been in business for 10 years, I beat her. Then we go up a little bit more and we get into intellectual property and relationships and things along those lines, where it really starts to become a clear, unique selling proposition. Like, I am a partner with the Small Business Development Center. If you are not a partner with the Small Business Development Center in your business, you can't beat me as a coach and as a payment processing provider for what I do with the Small Business Development Center. But then it's also, you see behind me some of my books. Those are my intellectual property. If you have also patents, again, if you have something that is patentable, somebody else cannot beat you on that. But here's where all of that completely flies out the door. And remember, I said before, you got to give people a reason to say, I got to be an idiot to not work with you. We call that our market dominating position. When you are clear in what you're doing, your prospects are clear in the value they are getting. And remember, prospects are willing to pay 2 times the price if they believe the value is 4 times what they're paying. Really easy to think about where you're going with that. What are you doing? How are you helping people? What is the problem they have and don't want? What is the solution you have and they want? If you can clearly say what it is you do, you know how your avatars are going to respond, you're going to be in a much better position to start getting them saying, gee, I got to be an idiot to not work with you. If you like these Tuesday thoughts or two, let me know. And definitely check me out at bgsicoaching.com, because I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say. And if you want a little bit more in terms of how this can work for you, let me know, because I'm really interested. Till next time, this is Jennifer Glass with Business Growth Strategies International, wishing you